have a look at the Kimura. So number one thing is when I'm attacking the Kimura as a base tool, I'm always facing forwards to attack. That gives me better drive, where if I'm flat, this is harder to get the Kimura. So I'm on 6 base forward. Secondly is this is, I want an anchor point, so I'm going to try and go fingers over onto the shoulder. This does two things. It isolates the elbow, so he does try to sort of underhook or frame. Right, where if I'm here, it gives him space. So like on so-called hip to elbow, this is nice and far. I'll do a couple of things at once. Number one is I'm going to back step with my top leg into my left leg. That is my driver. Number two, I take my shoulder to my hand and I work to the Kimura. Roll, and the Kimura is pretty much on. So once again, we do a couple of small steps from here. Once I have the anchor position, my shoulder should be on each border. If I drive from here, I don't have any post or drive behind me because the direction my hips my foot is this way. So to get my driving force this way, I step backward. So now my driving force is coming over. I'm driving my heels, my toes, I'm driving across my partner. Does everyone understand that? Where here I'm driving and driving this way, there's no contact. So, that step, it goes right, drive, this and that. Once I'm in, I roll, catch the Kimura. Elbows are nice and tight, knees are nice and tight. To finish the Kimura, I don't move his arms. So you guys can have a quick look. Simultaneously, so together, I roll both of my fingers to the ground. So simultaneously, right, so top hand rolls down, bottom hand rolls down. If my hands are closer to your elbow, I don't get as much bite. If my hands are closer to his shoulder, I get a much better bite. So by putting your hand onto the shoulder, the fulcrum's on the shoulder, not the elbow. I'll explain the mechanics on that so everyone understands. If he has the straight arm, I want the fulcrum underneath the elbow joint, so when I jump on it, it causes the most amount of pain. But once it's here, once it's underneath, it's still got full rotation, it doesn't do anything because the fulcrum's in the middle of the levers now. Where here, because it's straight, that's one lever, it's in the middle of the lever. So what I'm doing is I'm making this the middle of the lever by coming underneath onto the shoulder joint. Does everyone understand that? So arm up, starting. One more time. Just like that. So, rock in, back step, drive, isolate, catch it, roll my knees, figure four, lock it in, fingers to the ground, victory dance. Is everyone okay to practice that? 1, 2, 3. Next stage, guys. So we're going to have a look at ins onto his back. Fantastic. Another back. The other back. Okay. So side, ankle point, back step, drive, consolidate, rescues. So his arm goes to the far side. This is one of the most common responses to the Kimura. First of all is I make sure my elbows and my knees are super tight to my partner. When I'm ready, my left hand comes out, but I'm trying to shoot it right in line with his shoulders, not the head. So shoot it, my hand comes underneath, and I go to the thinker position, exposing the back side of the shoulder. Right, so I want to pull him up a little bit. I go knee right, spin, pop my knee under, sit down, adjust. Cross my heart, make sure that elbow joint is on my belly button, squeeze, and extend. Guys, what are we doing? It's back stop. Okay? The other way from dance back, got it. So, once again, back step, drive, Kimura rescues, knees, elbows, nice and tight post. So I'll need to post that wide, bring him up here. So if he tries to put the arm to the ground, locks into position. Step by side. I like to go to knee ride, but you don't have to. So I like to go to knee ride, repost, swing, put my knee through, hold my leg. Drop it, legs snug together, take it right. One more time. So bump here. So from here, elbow wide, knee right. You okay now? Step, swing, hold your leg. Hold it. Yes. So, once again, is we don't push your arms here on your feet. So, as far as the control goes on a bigger, stronger opponent, what I'm doing is this, so you're not moving. Yeah, that's what I want you to move. So now, when I upgrade, so the thing about it, most people kind of go, I'll push the knee out, push the knee right, which gives me so, yes, your kind of, your outline of your step goes where I want you to go. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3. And, yeah, perfect. So, there's a couple of different ways to knee ride someone, right? And each of the knee rides usually is done for a set response or desired outcome. So I can kind of knee ride them to make them tap. I can knee ride them to go to a mount to use as an upgrade. I can knee ride them to keep their position. So like most things is just very good. And for this one here, to scoop up the arm, we're going to go option A and option B. This is my favourite. So on the side control, it's called a low rider. On the side control position, once again, okay, so I put my knee up, and what I'm doing is I'm putting my knees far across the body as I can. What this does means that Ian can't push my knee this way, but can only have to push it down. Does that kind of make sense? So like if I'm knee riding to hernia, which is here, it's going to do something. So if I want to, I get the control to put my knee through skirt, but he can push my knee left or right. So when I go to my low rider, it's down to my knees over, so I'm on my knee right. I know that he has to kind of attack that. So the hand comes under. So off my low rider, I'm looking for the arm up. Right? So that brings up the second option I have, which we'll do is, on my side try to go my low rider, he goes to push it off. What I do is I scoot the arm, I pump the head, and I drive up. I know, grab from here and do the coming arm bar. So they're my two favourites. I like the second one first because I get the mount points as well, and I feel I'm in a far better position than stepping over. So we're going to go side control, low rider as he pushes my knee. We're going to come under, create space, drop down, hold the head. Drive up, create space, my knee comes down, and I'm going to just slam my elbow and kick off. Slam my elbow, kick off, squeeze. Pull the arm in, and get my foot. So, that would go to head arm stroke and tries to rescue or Kimura. This is a really nice way to finish the solution of the hug up field. Go, you first. Get my foot. So once done is when I'm on the side control and I'm kind of looking for my upgrade is I put my knee across the body and it's nice and light, and I might stay low from here. That minimises his options. So as he goes push away, I go under and I cut my hands together. Drive my shoulder into his face, flare my elbow, put my knee through, and kick off. Grab it. Somebody tries to rest it down. Lift up, put the arm up. The insertion point on the tricep with the elbow joint. Come over here, Tyson. No, but that way you get to feel it, right? Like people learn different ways, you know, like visually, audio and all that. Some people like to touch and feel it. So normally the people that ask questions, like I like to look at the fact and feel what I'm doing. So you've got to go, okay, that's exactly the spot that's going to be. Okay, so I'm on soft try, it's low rider, but what I'm doing is I'm not coming up into my left foot, so it's more low rider. So he'll go to push the knee away, I scoop under, now I cut the head. So if you have a look, the way I'm turning his head is that he can't turn back towards me easily. Flare, step, and hold. So this is what I'm saying to you, it's like, if I'm here and I'm having trouble, I only tip to the side. So Tyson's going to go, I'll get out of that, does a big roll, like a hug, big bridge. Yeah, pop. I'm still, you know, I've still got the arm bar. Pop it. This one. Let's come up. Triangle. Like the system's really good, like no matter where I go from that now to position, from that now to position with that arm, I hit the arm bar quite a fair bit. The main reason I hit the arm bar is because everyone's kind of, I rest the arm, and I try to put the arm in which exposes the elbow, which is what I'm trying to attack. Trade partners. Okay. Head facing up. Side control, low rider, pushes, under, from here. Okay. So drive in, palm goes down, lift, 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 lift. Knee first, step over, here. So if I try and take my left hand around his head now, he's going to be stronger than me because I'll lose the separation of my hands. So what I do is this, is I start to drive my hand up and I arm walk. So I'm still on top of his head, I still have the arm, my hands are still together. How's that feel? So I've compromised his structure on his spine by holding the head. This makes his arm exceptionally weak. Where if I'm here, if I go like I'll get the arm, they're going to move that arm and I'm going to lose the control, you know. So once I'm here, it's just going to arm walk, I just change my grips to top over on the head. Squeeze the head. And I'm pretty much going to get the tap just off that. So shoulder, I'm trying to be nice to John, I'm saying, so top of the head, shoulder squeeze, shoulder squeeze, shoulder squeeze. Now, you don't see, but I drop my hips down. I'm going to start to tap you with my mounts as well. Yeah. So super heavy hips, neck control, arm control. So a lot of times people just kind of go, you know, and so they got that. I'll just do that one burst, try and go, oh man, you got me. So there's the control. Don't know if it works for big guys. So. Low rider, pushes the weight, comes under, boom, shoulder control, make sure I create space, drive my knee down, pop, swap it, head. So he's going to try and pull his arm in, and all I'm going to do is compromise the head. How's that feel?
Not very comfortable.
Yeah, so, and now I've got my hips down. Yeah, it's really like here, and he tries to pull the arm in. Oh, good. I don't release the head. No, it doesn't, but I'll try and grab the head again, because that spine's compromised. It's quite an awkward, like you don't want to bridge. Where if I get the head fit, I'm going to try and bridge. What you hear is kind of like that, I don't want to move my neck, so everyone kind of tries to adjust their neck, and that exposes the elbow. So it's more that, and I'm not trying to neck crank you. Right, it's not as Yeah, but like it's more that I've compressed you so much that you can't move your arm, so eventually you're going to go, I have to move it out and I'll take advantage of you at that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you. It's super tight. Like you can kind of be as nasty as you want to this or whatever, but the more that I commit to this, the more I'm going to get bridged that way. Does everyone, like the more I can go, ha ha, the more that I've taken my post out, the more that he's going to bridge. So for me, like once I'm here, what I'm doing is I'm turning his head in and I'm on top over. Right. So if he tries to pull his arm out, yeah, so he's going to go, haha, I'll push the arm. So just push, pull. I'm like, you're giving me what I want. Anyway, I can attack the arm. But to stop that is once I'm here, once I feel him start to move, I drop my hips down and I feel that. So it's compressed. So if it goes to bridge and roll, I can see I'm not losing energy. Yeah. So your heavy hips is under the diaphragm, and it makes it hard for them to bridge because I'm kind of sitting on the diaphragm. Secondly, my knees are spread nice and wide, so that becomes my base. Third, I'm always just turning his head, inching his head away, so that I've got the full control. I try not to pull the head into that. So initial motion, pull the head in, and then talk the head. Talking heads.
You adjusting both around how you make it?
Yeah. So here. So attack that. So this is what I use to pull myself up. My knees go wide now, and I now turn the head in. Attack.
And you don't care which way I'm looking?
It doesn't bother me. So as soon as I feel him start to engage, I drop my hips down. So if I feel his feet about to bridge, I drop my hips. So bridges, I'm riding his hips.
Yeah.
No matter which way your grip is at it.
When I want to finish, I use the strong motion. So control the head. When I'm ready, switch it for the elbow. You should not leave the mount. You should be so good on this mount position that they're going to be, man, you're so good in that mount position. Change partners, 1, 2, 3. Go.